Why I'm losing so many subscribers and it actually makes me happy. What up, internet world? It's your boy Jermaine back on another video. So this video, let's talk about why I'm losing so many subscribers and it makes me happy. So first off, one thing I noticed is when I came out with this video talking about racism in San Francisco about a month ago, that was a video that people did not like, right? And that day I lost a handful of subscribers then. I also started a 30-day no marijuana challenge, which I think it's like day 34 or 35 now. Since then, like my self-confidence has went through the roof. I've been going out partying. I've been meeting people. I've just been having a blast. So I kind of noticed that some of those videos, definitely people were unsubscribing. I also made some video talking about going to the queer bars, right? Which once again, that's another video that a lot of y'all liked, but also a lot of people unsubscribed from that video. Something else that I wanna throw out there, I was making a lot of walking tour videos. Walking tour videos attract a certain type of crowd of people. And in these walking tour videos, I was not in the video, like my face was not in the video. You could hear my voice, but I wasn't in the video. And I noticed that in certain neighborhoods in the city, those videos got a lot of views, and it sort of kind of gave me an idea of the type of people that were watching the walking tour videos. And I kind of did that for months, and I sort of gained a lot of subscribers from the walking tour videos. For the past month, the month of December, I didn't really make videos like this because Union Square has just been really, really busy. Also, it gets dark really early, so I don't have that much time to make walking tour videos. And I kind of just wanted to, kind of give it a break for a little bit. Since I stopped making the walking tour videos, noticed that, people kind of don't like that because some folks just like the walking tour videos. I did a lot of polls this month, but last month, the month of December, I did a lot of polls. Some of these polls were completely random, like when I did a poll about compression socks, like if you know about compression socks. I was very surprised to hear about how many people knew about compression socks. I did a poll about air fryers, very surprised to hear about people's take on air fryers. And then I made a reel talking about how I would go to the park, and as soon as I get there, people would run away. People in the comments were saying things like, oh yeah, it's because you look homeless, right? So I started to share a lot of photos of me, just dressed the way I am, just to get people's reaction in the comments. And the amount of people that told me that I look like a homeless person with short shorts on and mismatched socks with Nike Dunks on and a cut on my leg was sort of mind-blowing to me, because when I'm around in the city, the way I dress, I get a lot of attention. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll walk in places and it's just I'm getting I looked up and down, left and right. And it's not like they're looking at me like they're afraid of me. They're looking at me dang, you look hot. That is that's really the reaction I get quite a bit, especially when I go out to clubs. Holy cow, just the amount of attention I get just dressing the way I do. That's why I continue dressing the way I do. When I asked this poll about do my outfits make me look like gangster? Do my outfits make me look scary? Do my outfits make me look homeless? 44% of the people said that my outfits make me look homeless. And this just let me know that, look, there's a lot of people that are following me that probably just don't like me, right? Especially since I made that video talking about racism. So I'm not really tripping. And then since then, they've just really pushed me to make more fashion reels, to share more photos of just how I dress in the city. A lot of this hate made me, make more reels and make more content about how I dress, right? And I love all of the positive feedback that I've received from people. People say, dude, you look awesome. You look like a rock star. You look like a 1970s kid. You look like a Jamaican. You look like you live on the beach in Thailand. I don't. It's freezing in San Francisco. Not exactly freezing, but it's definitely not Thailand weather. And I, received a lot of love. I wanted to, continue to make more fashion reels because I want to get attention from brands so they can send me free clothes. And I wanted to take that hate that I was receiving from people saying that I look homeless, and I wanted to turn that hate into love, right? It's working out great. I love doing it. I love pushing it out there. But one thing I do wanna point out is I understand in this city, and when I use the word conservative, I'm not talking about red and blue, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about conservative in the mind. There are a lot of people in San Francisco that are extremely conservative in the mind. And once again, I'm not talking about red and blue. There's a lot of people in this city that receive a lot of pressure from their parents to do things that their parents want them to do. And some of these people can't do what they want to do in life. There's a lot of people in this city that are definitely in the closet and they won't come out of the closet because they fear rejection from their parents. There are also people that, especially men, who have went to places like, jail, and maybe they went to jail and they were not gay, but then they came out and they, did some strange things, and they live with this inside of them. And maybe they're in a relationship with a woman, or maybe they're married, but they live with this inside of them and they just can't come out with it. And, if you're a person that is very out there and you don't let things bother you, and you're like me, you make videos talking about, I go to the queer bar and I have a blast, to some people that can't come out and live that life because they fear of rejection from their parents, or they feel rejection from, people that they know, or maybe they're in a relationship and they already have kids, but they secretly are attracted to, someone of the same sex. It can be very, very difficult for someone like that to consume my content and see how free and how open I am. For the most part, I was kind of trolling the people that were calling me, homeless. That is definitely, I kind of say that that's sort of an insult to homeless people, because homeless people don't look anything like I look. In a lot of the photos I shared, only thing that people can really say that I look homeless is the scars on my leg, and also the fact that I have mismatched socks. But I'm also not dirty. I'm also, I do have dreadlocks. Let's just face it, in the media, they portray people with dreadlocks as, scary, dangerous people. And a lot of these people in San Francisco that are extremely conservative, what do? They watch the media, they consume the news all the time. And this can be, very difficult for some folks. Like when I go to the park and I have dreadlocks on and a helmet with a fancy bike, and, I see people run away. For me, it just makes me feel like, I would rather from them to run away from me than for me to show up and I run away from them. I would rather for them to be afraid of me than me to be afraid of them. And that's just how it goes. Some people would call that black privilege. Other people would call that, good, you got the whole place to yourself. But losing subscribers doesn't really bother me that much, especially if they're the type of people that only, want to see walking tours. And I've kind of really narrowed it down. And also people that want to troll me and say I'm homeless and stuff like that. If you want to unsubscribe, great, because I really don't want you around. I want to be free. I want to be open. I want to be honest. I want to talk about, things that people don't talk about. I did a live stream the other night and we were talking about a lot of queer stuff, and we're talking about a lot of the queer bars. And one thing I will throw out in this video, going to queer bars, you see, I definitely see a lot of people who are very uptight, and they're very nervous, and they're very afraid, and they're, it's just a weird environment for them. And then you also see the other people that are just extremely confident, and they're having a blast, they're having a good time, they're partying, and then you also see the, like I say, the really, really shy people, the ones that probably live at home with their parents, and the ones that would probably never check in on Facebook that they're at this particular queer bar. And also another thing about queer bars I noticed, you see a lot of signs that say like no photos. And I just wonder, why would they put signs up like that? Maybe they know that they have a lot of people going to these bars that are living their life in the closet, but on certain nights of the week, they can go out and party and have a good time. And when they leave and go back home with their parents, they can just say, oh yeah, I went out and had a good time. But, didn't say where they went. And also there's signs up that says no photos, no photography, stuff like that. If you don't like me, if you're a hater, I really don't want you around. If you're someone like Lenny that constantly trolls me, Lenny, I can't wait to read your comments for this video. Tell me what I'm doing wrong in this video. Because your comments let me know so much information about you. I'm a person that talks about a lot of things that people don't want to hear about. Like I love talking about autonomous cars. There are so many people that fear technology. There's so many people that fear an automated McDonald's, but me, I like to embrace technology. Like when I first moved to San Francisco years ago, Uber was just starting off. Lyft was just starting off, and now these companies are all over the world. And I remember making YouTube videos talking about Uber and Lyft, and now look how much it's grown. It's all over the world now. Like, it's kind of insane. Like, rideshare is such a big part of, people's lives today. When you talk about, new things like technology, you have a lot of people that are gonna be against it. I'm just gonna keep being myself, keep making those fashion reels, keep being super awesome and confident. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks a lot for watching. If y'all are still subscribed, I can't wait to see how many people unsubscribe from this video, because maybe I pushed a lot of buttons in this video, but it is what it is. That's the idea. If you are, an unhappy person, you can unsubscribe or you can consume more content, But anyway, I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Happy New Year, and y'all have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.